Hello, this is my Khan Academy audition video, and in this video we're going to be doing some algebra problems for my algebra homework. The first one is problem 5, written as 2 over d plus 1 equals 1 over d minus 2. So over here we have the problem. So to do this, execute this problem, finish it, we just gotta cross multiply. I use circles or arrows to indicate the numbers I am cross multiplying, and that gives us d plus 1 equals 2d minus 4. And we subtract d and add 4, which gives us 5 equals d. As simple as that. Okay, for our next problem, we have problem number 14. This one is these three things, right? So in order to get rid of these guys, we have to take out the least common multiple. So in order to do problem 14, we have to take out the least common multiple, or the LCM. And the LCM for these three is w plus 2 times w minus 2, because this will lead into w plus 2, w minus 2. So we put it off to the side right there, put it in the little parenthesis, and make it over 1. We multiply it with all of them, and so we cancel out the equals. And I'll do it just on this first number here just to show you what I mean. So if we take that and multiply it, so we're going to rewrite that down here, and multiply it times 1 over w plus 2, these two cancel out, which just gives us w minus 1. We repeat this process for the next three. Now, I suppose you could write over 1 over 1 over 1 just for continuity's sake. My flash just turned off. That's weird. For continuity's sake, but you don't have to. So I just write it and I scratched it out to make my life easier. We perform the operation by combining these. That's supposed to be a 2. By combining these two, which gives us w, because this one cancels out and this one cancels out, so it's just w equals 2w equals 4, because these two w's combine. So 2w equals 4. That's our answer for number 14. Now I don't want to write down this next one, so I'm just going to read it here. Matthew can build a block wall in 3 days, Andy can build it in 5. How long will it take if they work together? So we set that problem, x over 3 plus x over 5 equals 1. Multiply it by the least common multiple of both of these, which is 15. So we multiply 15 by x and then reduce that fraction, which gives us 5x plus 3x equals 15. Combine these two, which gives us 8x equals 15. So then we divide by the 8, x equals 15 over 8, x equals 1 and 7/8. So if they work together, it'll take them 1 and 7/8 of a day. Pretty simple. Let's see if I get that to focus. Yeah, like that. Okay, our next problem, if I can get it to focus, is problem number 7. Noah can build an ark in 40 days. Together, Noah and his wife can build the ark in 24 days. How long would it take Noah's wife working alone? We set that problem up the same way, but we subtract it. So we have x over 24 minus x over 40 equals 1. Find the least common multiple of both of them, which is 120, right? So then we do the same thing as we did for problem 5. We multiply them and then reduce them, which gives us 5x minus 3x, like it did on problem 5. So we take that, it equals 120. We take that, combine them, 2x equals 120. Divide 120 by 2, and our x is 60 days. Easy peasy. Now on to the very back. This is where it gets a little difficult. So far this season, the softball team won 36 of their first 64 games. How many consecutive games does the team need to win to raise its winning percentage to 60%? Well, that is easy peasy. We just set that up the exact same way. So 36 plus x over 64 plus x equals 60 over 100. This is our percentage value, and this is the amount of games, and x represents the games that need to win. So we're trying to solve for x. Cross multiply gives us that. Subtract that 60, and don't pay attention to this. And that gives us 3840 equals 3600 plus 40x. That gives us 240 equals 40x. Divide that, 6 equals x. They need to win 6 more games in order to raise their winning percentage to 60%. onto the very back. Problem number 6. You invest $15,000 to start a hot dog stand at the local sports complex. 65 cents. Average cost per hot dog is $1.15. This is the same thing. It's easy peasy. You set up an equation to find the total cost and then modify it so you get the average. That gives you your x. So 115 over 1 equals that. Cross multiply, you get that. You want to subtract that. 0.5x divided 30,000. You need to sell 30,000 hot dogs in order to have your average price be $1.15. Those two problems are pretty similar. This, you're just setting up the total problem and then dividing it by x. This last one is difficult. A little more difficult, rather. So a car travels 120 miles the same amount of time it takes a truck to travel 100 miles. The car travels 10 miles per hour faster than the truck. So for that, we use our formula. T is time equals distance over the rate. The rate is essentially our speed. Rate could equal velocity or acceleration or something like that. So we plug in for known formulas, right? So we have 120 over x plus 10. That's our rate equals 100 over x. We cross multiply the two of them, which gives us this. We, of course, subtract 100 divided by 20. T equals d over r equals 100 over 50. Now, this was my mistake. Don't pay attention to this. Our x is 50 miles an hour because it's the speed of the truck. If we were finding the speed of the car, we would add that 10, but 50 is the speed of the truck. And that's it. Thank you. I hope I get accepted into Khan Academy as a teacher because I'm very good at algebra. Thank you very much.